Hi, Islamic Dad here. If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. I've got, I think, like a half dozen videos that I want to make today in my mind, so I'm going to try to burn through at least some of them. First off, it is 2024, and this is the first of my holiday reminders. So, as you probably know by now, the narcissist is literally compelled to ruin the holidays. I've done some research as to why, and nothing's really come up that made any sense to me. One is that it goes all the way back to their childhood, and how when they were a child themselves growing up with a negligent, abusive parent, that the holidays were not fun for them. And so fast forward to now, when they see other people enjoying themselves on the holiday, they are just overwhelmed and just filled with resentment, because they're like, how dare you enjoy the holiday? Back when, I was a kid, Santa Claus used to throw presents at my face, or something like that. And so regardless, the point is that narcissist, whatever type, whatever ilk, they are compelled to ruin special days and holidays for their loved ones and people around them, their family, etc. So what to do? One is just to go into the holiday season. We've got Halloween, depending on your location, maybe, Day of the Dead, All Souls Day, and there's another holiday in there, but, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, what's the pagan one? Which is funny because I try to be a practicing neo-pagan. Yule, that's right, Yule. Okay, so all those holidays are coming up, and inevitably the narcissist is going to try to ruin one, if not all of them for you. So what can you do? One, realize going in that is going to happen. It just is. Some tips that I think that I had thrown out there in previous videos: minimize your time with the narcissist if at all possible. If they do not live with you, invite them for a slice of the day. So for, like, say, Thanksgiving, you invite them for, when everyone is sitting down about to eat, and then afterwards, wish them on their way. Don't invite them over to watch the football game before or after. Don't invite them to help cook. Don't invite them into the kitchen to help clean up. Just have them during that very slice. And that's it. Christmas, again, depending on your situation, maybe invite them for a slice of Christmas Eve. That's it. Or for Christmas Day, maybe, if not a slice of Christmas morning, which probably wouldn't be realistic, maybe lunch or brunch, just, an hour here, exchange presents, okay, bye. That's one. Or if it's an option, just don't invite them at all. Just send them a card, wish them well, maybe buy them a present, and just say, hey, the house is full, there's not enough room, maybe next year. I don't know. But I'm just saying, start thinking of options on how to minimize your time with them. Also, it's important to start practicing setting those boundaries. So when you invite the narcissist over, say for Thanksgiving dinner, and, whether it's for a slice or the whole day, they're there, and they, everyone's having a nice conversation, and they want to talk politics. Just say, no, I have a policy. We do not discuss politics on Thanksgiving. If you insist on talking politics, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And you do the same thing. Like if everything's going well and then they start bringing up childhood trauma, just say, nope, I have a policy. We're not dragging the past up to talk about it on Thanksgiving or Christmas, whatever the holiday is. And if you continue, I am going to ask you to leave. I would like you to stay, so please talk about something else. Again, just practice those boundaries, because even with like trying to minimize the time and stuff, it would not surprise me if the narcissist still tries to, sabotage the holiday. If you want to be very, polite and considerate about it, you could even say, if the narcissist starts talking about something or trying to bring the mood down, just say, hey, I need to talk to you in the kitchen right now. Bring them into the kitchen and then just have that one-on-one and say, look, if you're going to talk about this, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, because I have a policy on the holidays. We don't bring the mood down. We keep it light. This is about celebrating, family, friends, loved ones, and having fun. And if you can't do that, it's going to be, sad, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Or just say you're going to have to leave. And again, I'm sure that I cannot think of every scenario, but there's probably, millions out there. But seriously, just start practicing setting the boundaries. Maybe even come up with some in your head as far as like, oh, okay, Jeff always does this on Thanksgiving, so what's the best way to just nip that in the bud and just kind of have a game plan? Or like, oh my God, Linda always does this on Christmas Day, and then just come up with a plan for addressing that when inevitably Linda does that. So that said, I mean, narcissists are narcissists, and they are going to do what narcissists do. And sadly, we both know they're not going to change. They're not going to suddenly get better. They're never going to see the error of their ways. And I would say that it's important when you're setting boundaries with them, to understand that narcissists will never admit to doing anything wrong. They're never going to apologize or anything like that. If you have a malignant narcissist, they're actually looking to have a fight. They want to have an argument. And so you need to just sidestep all of that and just lay the boundary down in a very black and white way, where it's like, no, this isn't up for discussion. I'm not critiquing you. I'm saying this is my policy. I don't allow politics to be discussed on Thanksgiving in my house. And if you insist on doing so, I will ask you to leave. And just leave it at that. And at least in my experience, even the malignant narcissist, they have they can't come back because you're not critiquing them, so they can't turn it around into an insult. And also, if you make it just very black and white, there's really nothing for them to like grab a hold of to kind of try to twist. And so they kind of just begrudgingly have to go along with what you said. And so again, I'd really recommend, when coming up with boundaries that you may need to enforce, to think of them and phrase them in that fashion. So that said, I hope that you and your loved ones do enjoy your holidays, with or without the narcissist.